Hello guys, welcome back. Today with the, well, not that new anymore, but the new Daytona daily races. So I made a video about them because they had a few pretty nice races around here, and for the first time now I have more races in one video. Let's take a look at the first one. So I had a pretty good quality time and started third. And the guy ahead of us, Brandon, is gonna take a big role in this video. And let's take a look at it. So we're starting P3, as you already saw. And this is gonna get an interesting race, I can already tell. And the start already is gonna get very interesting. And away we go, and for some reason the 40T does get away better than the Peugeot. Don't know why, but I often try to make a move around the outside. But Brandon breaks us way too late and smashes into the leader, and I just go down the inside and was like, bye, see you later. Then in the lead, and now behind. Massive carnage, as you can see on the radar. A lot of carnage, a lot of ping pong. Now we have a pretty big gap, pretty confident. 1.3 seconds. And in that moment I was like, let's try win this race. This 40T, it does not have, it has a good top speed, but not that good as the Peugeot. It's just a bit better, but therefore the 40T is better in the corners, and they could often gain like 2, 3, 4 tenths, something like that, but I lost a bit more than that on the straight then. As you can see now, 1.5 seconds, and it's going down, and now Brandon is behind us. Now 1.4 seconds, already lost 1 tenth. I was the first lap already very careful on this corner, because of cold tires. Did not get a penalty. As you can see, I lost a bit of time. Now even under 1.4 seconds, now almost 1.3 seconds. Now it goes up a little bit, now it goes down again. 1.3 seconds now onto the second lap. We have the fast lap, obviously. In one race I even hit the pit wall, which was not that great. Now we lost like about tenth. Yeah, now it goes up again. Yeah, that's what I talked about earlier, that the 40T is better in the corners. Yeah, now it goes up, especially in the exit. It gains a bit of time, like 2 tenths on this corner. And 1.9 seconds for a short time. So we gained like 4 tenths. Yeah. Say 2 tenths. No, I lost a lot of time there on the apex, but then on the exit I gained a bit of time again. So overall at this lap gained 2 tenths, and let's see now how much we lose now. Is it actually that much this time? I had a pretty good exit at the beginning of the oval. Lost like half a tenth only at this moment. Now about 2 tenths. Three tenths. Now we are halfway through the race. We begin lap 3, and we lost about 2 tenths in the whole lap from the gap to the guy behind. Now gaining a bit of time. Here again, on this corner. One tenths. 2 tenths gained. Almost 3. This corner took pretty good, but didn't gain that much time. Now once more to the oval, the half of the oval. This time he's much closer already. It was just, didn't look behind that much. I just tried to concentrate as much as possible, trying to don't make any mistakes. Yeah, there you could see Brandon behind. If you see this, Brandon, it was a good race. It was a lot of fun. Not only because I won, because you were just so fast. You were a bit faster than I was, but you made a mistake in the beginning, so I went through. Then you could not really catch up because of the pretty short race. Now 1.2 seconds, goes down even more. .0 second. Now to the final lap. You don't have the fastest lap anymore. 9 tenths. And I don't know why, but because of this little oval every time, this little left corners, my shoulder hurted quite a bit, because it was like turning left all the time. My right shoulder hurted a bit per sector. 1 second up. Not 1 second up, 1 tenth gained. Now this exit is important, 8 tenths now. He's in the slipstream. Now don't spin. Careful on the power. 7 tenths. Now he was pretty close this moment. Only 7 tenths. So he gained a lot of time. He gained more than half of a second straight, and it was a good race. But there I concentrated more on the exit than corner speed. And now at this moment I knew that I have won the race, because he can't gain 8 tenths on one straight. So it was a good race, Brandon, but it can only be won by one, and this time it was me. But it was a good race. Well done, and now just jump back. We now jump to the next race. So now the next race. It was also a pretty good race. We started on P3 again with Brandon ahead of us. The same guys ahead, so pretty similar. And was pretty confident that I could maybe drive into the podium. Had a good feeling. But it would go a bit different. It would not go as I thought. Because the start is gonna get a bit of chaotic. Bit of carnage. First corner carnage. Typical. Especially on this track, where it's quite a slow first corner. And now the race starts, and I have a bit of a better start than Brandon again. I tried to make a move around the outside, but I just could not really get that close. And he brakes again too late. I tried to go inside, but he was just in the middle, and I drove into him. Had damage, lost the position, P2, and got a penalty. 5-second penalty. Was pretty frustrating, because without a penalty I maybe had a chance of winning the race. What happened in this race and the last race, Brandon, if you see this? Did you brake too late, or what did you do? Was it... I don't know. I think you just braked too late, but twice in a row. And here, contact. He pushed me wide. No. Lost another 2 positions. Can hold you on the inside a bit, but I braked earlier because it would have been stupid. On the exit I can overtake him again. Now on P3. But with a penalty. And you lose a lot of time with the penalty. Because it's on a long straight. Now he bump drafts me. Very kind of him. And now to bus stop chicane. I go off the throttle and roll a bit. And I braked a bit too late still. Therefore a pretty bad exit, but it was still alright. Now behind there, bit of contact, bit of a gap now, but I'm gonna lose the position anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And this 5-second penalty was pretty unfair. This just shows how great this GT7 penalty system is. He told me after the race that Brandon also got a penalty, but I have to say that his penalty was fair. Now on to P13. Yeah, GT7 penalty system is just so great. On P13, 2-second gap in front. But I can already tell you we're gonna catch up very fast, as you can see. A very big group ahead. And they are fighting a lot, so we're catching a lot of time. Now almost every one of them goes too wide to the corner. Now instead of 2 seconds it's now down to 1 second. Under 1 second even. And now we're wide behind them again. 0.7 seconds. That was pretty nice. Gained 1.5 seconds in 1 lap. Now you can see already ahead. Contact. Now behind is 4GT. And I'm not gonna try to make a move because it's just very stupid. To the bus chicane there's contact almost guaranteed. But he tries to move on the inside. I roll off the throttle a bit and you can see ahead. Contact, contact, and even more contact. And I say thank you and go through. And here's a penalty. 4.5 second. There's a 0.5 second. Just carnage. And even more contact. And more contact, and I was pretty scared of going through there because I had a pretty big fear of getting killed there. He gets a penalty anyway, because gained 2 positions. So we gained 4 positions, just 1 lap. And it will be even more positions at the end. Now lap 3, both of them go wide. 2 more positions, now P7. Now behind the French guy on P6, also in a 4GT but in a different. Now purple first sector. Felt pretty good the car and the track. Pretty confident with this combo. Almost spun there. But I quite liked this week's daily races. I'm almost up to A+. After a few good races I had. So I'm pretty happy at the moment in GT7. Now getting a lot of time on the straight. Accidentally switched the camera. Not purple anymore. Brakes a bit too late. Has a poor exit. But somehow I also have poor exit, so I don't gain that much time. But now in the slipstream. And now gaining in slipstream. Now I can try to make a move around the outside.
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
Now we overtook him and just had to try out this effect. It just fitted so good. So now on the final lap, a very big gap to P5, so won't be able to get there, but maybe try to defend P6 to the French guy, and yeah, maybe it works. Getting a bit of time now in the infield. Purple again. Now we get to the oval again. No, a bit steep, but the exit was alright. 7/10 purple. Now, yep, a second. He won't be able to get in that on the slipstream now, and I think he has a slow car in the straight. So still purple. Yeah, 1.5 second now. Now the final chicane. The bus stop. Nice and easy. Now onto the final straight. And I don't know what was wrong with my connection there. But the last time it isn't the best. I don't know why, even though it should be quite good. And now over the finish line in P6. This race was really good for me from P3, with this accident in turn 1 down to P13 and down to P6. So the applause. It was really good for me. Now to the next race. This time starting on pole, but also without Brandon this time, sadly. He had a bad lap time, so it was good for me, because I could now start on pole. And this race was also a pretty good one. That's why it's also in the end of the video now, because it's the last race. And yeah, I was pretty scared at this moment that the Pozo maybe could overtake me on the straight. After the bus stop, maybe. But it's not gonna be that big of a problem. And you're about to find out. Now, getting a better start again, because the Ford scooted it. And into turn 1. Way too late. I've never started on pole. Never did know the braking point. Almost spun then also. A bit early. The power. But the gap made me also brake too late. So it was not that much of a problem. Now behind me is a Ford GT. That was very good for me. 6/10. Bit of, yeah. Bit under 6/10, but it was good for me that the 4 GT is behind me, because it's not that much. It's the same class I have, so it's not that big of a problem on the straight, because it's lower than the Pozo. Now onto the long straight, onto the first long straight. Not really the best exit I had there. I'm gonna also see, so I'm losing a lot of time. But he can't really make the move when I try to break the toe. And he's not close enough. I'm braking late for this corner. Getting a better exit. Very close to the track limits. At the beginning I thought I may get a penalty for that, but luckily not. I tried if it may be faster if I go up there a bit, so he doesn't have the slipstream, but it's slower. Now down to 3/10. And at this moment, I almost thought that I messed up, but not quite. Almost next to me, but I could defend it on the inside. Luckily. And on the second lap, purple, obviously, because it's the second lap. Now having a bit of a bigger gap. It was almost a second for a short time, but now down here, now it's over a second. Now under a second. 9/10 this moment. Now 8. Now 9 again. Now he does still have a bit of slipstream, therefore he could gain a bit. And I think he also got a bit of a bump draft from P3. Still tried breaking the toe because every bit I can gain helps me. Now over a second. That was a very good moment. A very good pace at this point. So I could pull away a bit. And it was also very important to kick the guys behind me out of slipstream, and now they're fighting. But it's not the fastest lap. P4 has a faster lap by 3/10. About 3/10, yeah. Now 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds. They're fighting very hard for P2. Now there are 3 people fighting for P2, so very close fight behind us. But that was very good for me. If they are fighting, they could pull away a bit. Purple first sector. Now under a second again. Still purple. Still a bit over a second, but it may drop under a second in the end of the straight. Still purple, but lost a bit. Now it's under a second, just about. Not braking. Bit too late, but it was still alright. But the exit was bad, but besides from that, nothing very big happened. Well, that's not purple anymore, but that's not that much of a deal. But the gap is pretty small now, only 6/10. Almost down to 5/10, down to the final lap. Brake too early, almost hit the pit wall. I would have been so angry if I have done that. It would have been so frustrating. Five tenths. Now up to 6. Purple. By a little bit. And the guy behind me now has the fastest lap. That also made a bit more pressure. It now They could have been very close now, but he makes a bit of a mistake on the exit and loses a bit of time. And that was very important for me, because without that mistake, it could have been quite close. Now for last time, this race to the bus stop. And now again 8/10, and at this moment I knew that this race was won if they don't have alien technology on their car and accelerate to 500 kilometers per hour. But they don't have, so now crossing the finish line and taking home the second win of the day. Super nice feeling.
Yeah, boy!
Just really trying out all these voice effects and everything. But that win felt just so good, and I've done like 3 wins in a few days now. And this pushed my drive rating so much that I'm now almost A+ rated. They may get A+ this week, which would be super nice. Now that was my quality lap, P130 worldwide. That's also pretty nice. But yeah, that's it with the video. Thanks for watching. And leave a like and maybe subscribe if you want to see more. Have a good day and see you in the next video. Bye.